Right, in a shocking incident, Om Prakash, former chief of the Karnataka police, was allegedly murdered by his wife at their residence in Bengaluru on Sunday. His body was found in a pool of blood at their HSR layout home. According to police sources, wife threw chilli powder on his face before stabbing him to death. Police have detained Pallavi as she emerged as a key suspect in the murder case. Along with her, their daughter Kirti has also been detained. Prakash, a 1981 batch IPS officer hailing from Bihar, was found dead in a pool of blood in the ground floor of his three-storied house in the posh HSR layout in the city on Sunday. Initial reports suggest that the murder may have been committed by his wife Pallavi, who is believed to have suffered a mental breakdown. The incident reportedly occurred around 4 p.m. during lunch, following an argument between the two on the ground floor of their three-storied residence. After allegedly committing the crime, Pallavi reportedly informed the police herself. Senior officers rushed to the scene upon receiving the alert and have launched a detailed investigation. A team of doctors led by Deputy Commissioner of Police, Sara Fatima, questioned Pallavi and other family members. Pallavi was later detained and taken to the HSR Layout Police Station for further questioning. Director General and Inspector General of Police, DG and IGP Alok Mohan, along with other senior officials, also visited the crime scene. Sources indicate that a property dispute may have been the motive behind the murder. Pallavi was reportedly upset that Om Prakash had gifted a property to one of his siblings. As investigations continue, disturbing details have emerged from WhatsApp messages allegedly sent by Pallavi just 3 days before Om Prakash's death. The messages hint at serious domestic discord, emotional distress and fears for personal safety. A native of Piprasi village in Bihar's Champaran district and an MSc Geology graduate, Om Prakash was a 1981 batch IPS officer. He became the Karnataka DG and IGP on the 28th of February 2015 and retired in Jan 2017.
We got an information regarding this particular incident. The Hoysala vehicle attended immediately. We came to know about this incident of death of our ex-DG and IGP, Shri Om Prakash. Currently, the son of Mr. Om Prakash, he has been contacted. He is giving a complaint against this particular incident. Once the complaint is given, FIR will be registered and further investigation of the case will be taken up.
Director General of Police, Shri Jai Prakash, Om Prakash, has been murdered. They say by his own wife, but the investigation is on. Until and unless we get the report, the investigation report, we cannot conclude anything. The investigation is on. They are looking at various aspects. Once the report is with us, then we can say how the murder has been done and so on.
Let me in fact quickly go across to my colleague Gautam Shankar, who joins us live with more details on the same. I also have with me Bhaskar Rao, former Commissioner of Police, Bengaluru. I'll start with you, Mr. Rao. Extremely shocking details emerging. What's your initial reaction, on this? Several WhatsApp chats have also emerged, which predict a very disturbing trend when it comes to Om Prakash and his wife. What exactly is your understanding of this disturbing case, I'd call it?
See, you are right. It is a shocking, disturbing and unbelievable. But let investigations come through. But I have worked under Mr. Om Prakash several times because he is several years senior to me and I began my career under him. And there has been nobody who has come to his office and gone back empty-handed. He always had some help or the other. And he used to always tell us that some people have taken all the trouble to come all the way to your office. Nobody should go back empty-handed over there. So we only remember at this point of time the goodness that he extended and the humane feelings that he brought inside a very misogynic police force. But what happened at home, we are not privy to the developments inside the house. We used to be aware here that he used to have a lot of domestic discord, etc., etc. But we thought that these are things which happen now and then in many houses and it can be taken over. But what we see in media, what we hear, etc., now it leaves us with shock and disbelief. His wife, Pallavi Madam, is also very closely known to us and to my family and police department, as you know, is like a huge family. Only one member may be in the police department, but the wives, children, we all grow up together because we all grow in such difficult circumstances of some kind of fear, etc. So there is a kind of bonding, and we are ourselves in extreme shock and disbelief. But now that the incident has happened, let investigation take place. The complaint has been by my son Kartikesh, whom we have seen him as a small boy, grown up to a young man. And whatever has happened is extremely tragic. We have no words to describe because we have worked so closely together. We have interacted very closely, shared so many moments where things were very, very difficult to resolve, and he has always risen to the occasion, be it when Babri Masjid, the demolition had taken place, or when there is a police strike about to take place over there. So at all these places, he showed extreme leadership and was a backbone to the force. He is not there today. We pray in silence. We are all here assembled to pay our condolences to him.
Mr. Bhaskar Rao, let me also ask you this. It seems like from the messages, of course, they are all under investigation right now. But it seems like Pallavi did try to sort of, reach out to certain police officers and, try telling them what exactly was going on about the emotional discord, about what Om Prakash was allegedly doing to her. The question is, why was no action taken? Of course, we understand that it's... We understand that it was there...
On. Now that... they had a group of women police officers where they exchange messages about the development, and I was told that now all the messages now in the public domain itself. Probably if help had reached out, we don't know what would have happened, but definitely she was sending a lot of distress messages. Nobody seemed to have reacted to those distress. If somebody had reacted to those distress messages, probably a tragedy of this kind may have been averted.
So will these allegations that have been levelled against Om Prakash by his wife Pallavi, will they be investigated as well?
Those things are left to the Commissioner of Police, but I can only say that a lot of distress messages are doing the rounds. I don't know what we have seen, but investigation part, that is up to the Police Commissioner and his team of officers. I will not comment.
All right. Let me ask you this. I have Pallavi's WhatsApp text messages that have emerged. I have with me some of the details. Here. One of the very shocking claims is that a police officer would commit suicide every 10 to 15 days. Now you said that you've known Om Prakash personally. Was there ever such a pattern?
Yeah, see, I was the additional DG crime under him over there. Apart from only one incident which took place over there, which Om Prakash had nothing to do with it. So let it be investigated. Let those be investigated. I don't want to comment on those things. Let investigation take place, and I'm sure truth will emerge. But at this hour, it is only a tragedy and shock and disbelief for all of us. That's all.
Mr. Rao, the allegation that he was a PFI member is also quite serious. Based on your knowledge on him, my question is, based on your knowledge of him, do these claims hold any weight at all?
No, please don't glorify all those things. Don't even talk about all those things. Those are very absolutely irrelevant things.
Why is it irrelevant? Sir, I am only talking about the details that have emerged. It's not an allegation that I am levelling or my channel is levelling.
I am not going to get into anything sensational right now. You may be having those things over there. For us, it is now. Please allow us to pay condolence.
All right, sir. You choose to play it down. That's all right. That's completely your choice. Thank you very much for joining me.
And please
It's
don't try
not
to
my opinion,
sensationalize it.
sir.
Okay?
Again, with all due
Yeah.
respect,
Don't,
it's not my opinion.
You are only a
Sir, it's
peddler
not
of
my
news, and you
opinion.
carry it on.
Sir,
Don't
it's
talk
not
all
my
kind of
opinion.
nonsense
With
over here.
I very respectfully am telling you, it's not my opinion, sir. All right, in fact, Mr. Bhaskar Rao has disconnected the call by dismissing the WhatsApp chats there that have emerged. In fact, his wife, Om Prakash's wife, Pallavi, has alleged that Om Prakash was a PFI member. Now, let me quickly go across to my colleague Gautam, who also is with us and sharing the details with us. Gautam, you've heard the entire conversation. Mr. Bhaskar Rao saying that, don't glorify these things. I mean, as if I'm the one who's making these claims, right? These are the claims that have been out there. These are WhatsApp chats. This is what Om Prakash's wife Pallavi is alleging. So, I mean, as a journalist, our job is to just put forth the facts, and that's exactly what we were doing. Tell us the details. Take us through the details, Gautam.
Yes, Neha. So I can understand the point of view of Bhaskar Rao, the former police commissioner of Bangalore, and he has worked very closely with former DGP Om Prakash, who was found murdered. So it is a bit of a shock for a lot of the police community as well, the kind of gruesome murder that has taken place as well. Now, regarding the points that you are referring to as well, with regard to the kind of series of messages or the WhatsApp messages that we have accessed. Now, Pallavi has basically been reaching out to her friends over a WhatsApp group. This is basically a WhatsApp group which has a lot of police officers' wives on it, and here she had made serious accusations against Om Prakash. And in this series of messages, she had claimed that Om Prakash was trying to kill her and was also basically trying to drug her daughter as well. And if we look at the series of WhatsApp messages that we have, it basically hints at a real serious threat that Pallavi was under. Now, Pallavi also claims there are certain biochemical weapons that were used in the food, water, and air as well. And even food obtained from delivery platforms was being adulterated by former DGP Om Prakash, is the kind of allegation she's made. And she says that he had actually been targeting her daughter's brain, is one of the WhatsApp text messages that we have quoted here as well. And she also claims that her husband used to brand anyone who spoke out against him as mentally unstable. So these are the kind of allegations that have come forth. But the fact that these messages were shared on the WhatsApp group of police officers' wives, why didn't any of them decide to act on it? Given that the nature of threats were extremely serious, and if a complaint had been lodged then and there, then the police could have looked into this matter and actually acted on this. But so far, until the murder took place, there has been no complaint. And now
And
Kartikesh,
Gautam,
the son of
May I also add that this entire tragedy could have been averted had the police decided to act on those WhatsApp messages, if at all it is true. But also, Gautam, very quickly, I want to take in your, insights on this development. What is the latest on the daughter Kirti? Has she been named as an accused, or she's just been detained for questioning?
Yes, as per the complaint that has been lodged by Kartikesh, the son of DGP Om Prakash, the accused number one is the wife of Om Prakash, Pallavi, and the accused number two is Kriti, who is the daughter of the DGP as well. Basically, a few more insights or more revelations have come out in this case as well. Now, during the crime scene investigation, officers basically saw that there was a food plate over there, and the incident or the murder is said to have taken place around 4 p.m. And after committing the murder, Pallavi and her daughter Kriti have reportedly moved to the upstairs room. Basically, it's a three-storied house that DGP Om Prakash had, and they moved into the upper floor. And Pallavi later is said to have called the police herself to inform about the incident. So there are still murky details about whether Pallavi herself called or a friend of Pallavi informed the police. That is still a little bit of a gray area in this case. But from what we understand, The police arrived at the scene, and there they were met with resistance from Pallavi and Kriti. The daughter allegedly created a ruckus and refused to cooperate in this case as well. Now, both Pallavi and Kriti had basically locked themselves inside the room and refused to open the door despite repeated calls from the police. And eventually, the police were forced to break open the door, and then they took them into custody. Now, the investigation is still ongoing. The police are piecing together a sequence of events that led to the shocking murder. But there are multiple angles emerging from
Right.
the WhatsApp messages that we have accessed as well, Neha.
Thank you very much, Gautam, for joining us with all of those important insights.